I am Adrian Atkinson. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. They say self-preservation is the first law of nature, maintaining health and wellness, protecting life, yours, your family, your friends, strangers, and it goes beyond that and extends to identity, who you are, your language, lifestyle, your experiences that are written and are writing your stories. More on self and identity preservation and protection in today's show. Stay with us. The news is next.
Parents, how do you think your children feel when they are beaten?
I feel so sad when my mother beats me.
It makes me feel so angry.
I feel embarrassed, and I feel like you just don't care.
It has been proven that coercive parenting is directly linked to the aggression your children are displaying in schools. The National Parenting Support Commission is imploring you, parents, rethink your actions. Stop beating your children.
A message from the National Parenting Support Commission in collaboration with Ministry of Education, Youth and Information for improved safety and security in schools.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, February 7. The highly anticipated new Road Traffic Act has been passed in the House of Representatives. The bill, which was tabled on September 9, 2016, received approval yesterday when it was passed with 131 amendments. The legislation will replace the Road Traffic Act of 1938, sections of which have become outdated due to the technological developments in motor vehicle and road designs.
Provisions in the Principal Act, which set out the principles of law, while the substantial operational details will be placed in the regulations. The placement of details in the regulations will facilitate ease of amendments when these are required.
The new law will introduce heavier fines and penalties for breaching the road code. These relate to offenses such as driving without a license, permit, or required motor vehicle insurance coverage. Stronger fines are also introduced for exceeding speed limits, loud noises, and failure to wear protective helmet, as well as failure to comply with traffic signs or to stop at pedestrian crossings. The Act will come up for review within 3 years of its promulgation. The legislation will now go to the Senate, and provided there are no further amendments there, it will be submitted for the Governor General's signature before it is gazetted and passed into law. Parliament is to debate the 33 recommendations made by the Commission set up by Prime Minister Andrew Holness nearly 2 years ago to review Jamaica's relations within CARICOM and CARIFORUM. The Prime Minister tabled a copy of the report in the House of Representatives yesterday and promised a robust debate on its contents, which he says will also be shared with his colleague heads of government and the CARICOM Secretariat.
I am confident that in completing our collective review of the report, we will be able to make the right decisions and take the necessary actions to ensure the advancement of the region through CARICOM and continued cooperation with CARIFORUM states within the framework of the ACP group of states.
The Commission was established on June 20, 2016, under the chairmanship of former Prime Minister Bruce Golding. Its report was presented to Prime Minister Holness on March 30 last year and has since been discussed by the International Relations and Trade Committee of Cabinet. Mr. Holness says the document is particularly timely as Jamaica assumes the chair of CARICOM in July 2018.
We intend to pursue further review, revitalization, renewal, and restoration of CARICOM to increase its relevance and effectiveness.
Linstead Hospital's Accident and Emergency Department has been reopened following expansion and upgrading works. Over $166 million was spent, including $144.9 million to expand the A&E department and $22 million to renovate the hospital's administrative building. The project, which started in 2015, includes the purchase and installation of a state-of-the-art X-ray unit by the Southeast Regional Health Authority.
The A&E department, I am told, is equipped with additional waiting area, nebulization stations, 6 beds in the emergency room, 10-bed observation area, 3 examination rooms, triage room, minor operations room, staff lounge, pediatric observation room, and I could go on, including a parking area.
New equipment, including a minor operating table, suction machine, crash carts, defibrillators, and stretcher beds were also purchased.
In other words, the critical infrastructure to support the persons who will require the use of the facility. The aesthetics too has been improved and enhanced in terms of driveway, drainage, facilities, and so on.
Meanwhile, the health minister says he will soon be in a position to announce a more comprehensive national health insurance scheme for Jamaica. He says the scheme is now under active construction by the consulting firm engaged by the ministry.
And that is going to look at how we pay for a more enhanced approach to public health. And part of the new thrust, part of the way forward, is going to be to take the NHF in its current form, look at how we can add value to its role, to its function, reconcile that with how we're going to pay for it.
The National Health Fund, NHF, was established by the government to reduce the financial burden of healthcare on the population by subsidizing the cost of medication for 16 chronic illnesses. The entity pays out approximately $5 billion annually for prescription drugs. The Heart Foundation of Jamaica is increasing awareness this month on healthy nutrition and how to read labels correctly. The focus is part of Heart Month activities. Executive Director Deborah Chen says children are being targeted, and the foundation welcomes the government's soon-to-be-implemented school nutrition policy. This, she says, will guide the type of foods and drinks sold in schools, which she says is an important consideration as over 30% of children are obese or overweight.
So I think that that will take us a far way in the direction that we need to go, because we don't wish to see our young children, younger and younger ages, having diabetes. They may not get it as a young child, maybe in early adolescence. We don't want to see diseases that are normal in middle and old age starting to get, to a younger and younger age.
Ms. Chen was speaking at a recent JIS think tank session. And finally, the Education Ministry has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Recycling Partners of Jamaica Limited, RPJL, for 50 environmental wardens to be placed in primary schools in Clarendon and Manchester. The wardens, who have already been trained, will have responsibility for managing the collection of plastic bottles in the institutions to which they are assigned.
The 50 community source wardens will then have the opportunity to work to learn, work to earn, work to give service to the nation, and work to save for the future.
The Education Minister says this initiative is an important one, as the program will support the country's Vision 2030 goal of cultivating a healthy environment. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Finger-licking jerk chicken, Helcher fish and bami, we run down yam and banana, roast breadfruit, sweet potato pudding. Jamaica food sweet. So let's make a pledge to use more local produce and less foreign goods. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
18 degrees north, 77 degrees west is where my roots lie, my experiences live, my home, Jamaica. And on February 23, we celebrate our land, our people, our influence. Jamaica Day 2018.
Part of Jamaica Day is to validate in our students, to be proud of Jamaica, to be proud of our history, and promoting clearly our values.
So back to back to back, my baby, front to front to front, my baby, side to side to side, my baby, and this is what she told me.
Jamaica Day is back. And as it's been since 2002, on the last Friday in February. So the 2018 staging will be on the 23rd In previous years, the celebration has concentrated on a variety of themes such as the dialects, the arts, outstanding women, and sports.
The theme for Jamaica Day this year is Celebrating Jamaica, Nurturing our Cultural and Natural Heritage.
Schools will celebrate the nation's cultural and natural attributes.
We want our schools, our students to mount displays and have conversations about food, art, indigenous plants, protection of the environment, among other issues. We would love to see the creation of innovations that can be used to preserve our cultural and natural heritage displayed in our schools on Jamaica Day. Many will argue that modern technology is helping to erode our cultural tools and practices, but these innovations will play a part in preserving them. Every year, a school in a different region is selected as the featured school for Jamaica Day. In no particular order, we ensure that each region gets a chance to host. The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information's Civic, Citizenship and Culture and Education Planning Committee, which is made up of representatives from a number of organizations, decided that the featured school and region this year will be Monroe College, located in the Breadbasket Parish of St. Elizabeth, Region 5.
A focus school is also selected for each region.
I pledge the continued and the undying support of the JTA to all our schools in making Jamaica Day 2018 one of the best.
Isn't it not an outreach and a violation of human rights to expect a land so splendidly endowed, so vast, rich, populous to remain merely passive? Surely unity is what we need to complete our work of regeneration. When success is not assured, when the state is weak, results are distant to see, all men hesitate. As soon as we are strong to achieve our cultivation and virtues that will indeed lead to glory. Thank you.
It is clear that the symbolism of the day is resonating across the length and breadth of the island. Perhaps one of the greatest success stories of Jamaica Day is that the spirit in which we observe the day has gone beyond our educational institutions.
This is freedom, freedom, liberation. Freedom, freedom for all Asian. Freedom, freedom for all nation. A book man and I see Jamaica. What me say, man?
Join in the celebration on February 23, Jamaica Day. Don your black, green, and gold, as this little island is the globe's cultural superstate.
More life.
More memories.
More moments.
Jamaica Moves is a call to action to prevent non-communicable diseases. Get active, eat healthy. You can protect yourself from high blood pressure, obesity, asthma, certain cancer diseases, and more.
Jamaica moves into the classrooms and organizations across the country. Here's why.
Get moving for a healthier you is the passionate call to action by the Ministry of Health. And it's creating waves across the country as Jamaica moves to tackle non-communicable diseases (NCDs) through regular physical exercise and proper nutrition. Within schools, the Healthy Lifestyle program is being rebranded through the Healthy Youth Positive Energy Hype initiative.
The reality is that 7 of every 10 Jamaicans who die each year, and we have about 18 to 20,000 deaths in our country each year, die from what we classify as non-communicable diseases. Lifestyle diseases, to put it simplistically. And it's all about our physical inactivity and our consumption patterns, our habits.
The Ministry of Health is on a mission to change that by getting every Jamaican to engage in at least 30 minutes of physical exercise daily. In fueling this fitness revolution, the ministry launched the Jamaica Moves campaign under the theme, More Moments, More Memories, and More Life.
If you do what we are promoting, then as the tagline says, you'll have more moments, more time to spend with your family, your friends, do what you enjoy, more memories, capture all of those lovely memories, and more life.
Through promotional events across the island, the ministry is showcasing entertaining exercise workouts that persons can go home and practice. Free medical checks are also being provided.
It's part of the preventative healthcare method, and that's the approach that we're trying to take before we get to the part of the curative side, which is hospital care.
Jamaica Moves is also developing walking trails in each parish and partnering with local walking and running groups. This is all part of the National Strategic and Action Plan for the Prevention and Control of NCDs for the period 2013 to 2018. The plan covers 7 main categories of diseases: cardiovascular conditions, cancers, chronic respiratory diseases, diabetes, sickle cell, mental health disorders, and injuries.
Rarely do we speak about the need to change our lifestyle in our own interests as individuals. And it is cheaper to do that. 1/3 of your income, according to the World Bank, if you get arthritis, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and all the others that are linked to lifestyle, 1/3 of your disposable income, the World Bank says, will end up being spent on treating those ailments. So it affects the bottom line and your pocket also.
Many persons like this man can testify to the benefits of living a healthy lifestyle, which extend beyond monetary savings.
All my family have diabetes. One night, I see my hand hook up like this, pull in, and get cramp. My feet then start to cramp. The morning, I put on my clothes, get ready and go to the doctor. He do my blood sugar level, and it was 29.5. And he said, oh my God, you almost kill yourself. So the doctor said, I know what to do, Mr. Reed. He says, yes, sir. So I was weighing at the time 285 pounds with a big tummy like this. So he said, go and cut out your belly. And you know what I mean. So I said, I understood, doctor. I'm going to change my diet and I'm going to take up exercise 1,000,000%. So I start off by 1 mile back and forth till I end up doing 10 miles. Exercise is the key to good health. Eat right, change your diet, less carb. Remember to put the running shoes right at your bed. As you step out of your bed, you step in. And the first thing, you drink 1 cup of water before you move. And eat a lot of fruit, eat a lot of greens, and always have 1 glass of the green juice every week.
Dedicating 30 minutes out of every day to physical exercise may seem a big challenge, but begin with just 1 step and you'll find it becomes manageable. Regular exercise helps prevent damage to your heart's artery from high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and high blood pressure that can lead to heart attack or stroke. Medical experts say aerobic exercises also improve the body's blood circulation and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes while helping to control blood glucose in persons living with diabetes. There are exercises tailored to building muscle and losing weight, increasing strength, and improving flexibility. Corporate Jamaica is on board with the Move for Health, and even more are encouraged to take on the Jamaica Moves Corporate Challenge. It involves companies and their staff signing up and participating in the various run-walk events.
We want to mobilize as many companies as possible
So what we say to you is sign up your company, get registered, endorse the Jamaica Moves brand, which is a national brand. The reality is many of us don't practice healthy living. So we need more people to do it. And by doing it, encourage others so to follow.
Persons can learn about the various Jamaica Moves challenges and events by logging on to the Ministry of Health's website, moh.gov.jm or jamaicamoves.com. Staying fit and healthy is everybody's business, so get moving for better health.
The Ministry of Education and City and Guilds are working to revolutionize the engineering profession in Jamaica. The collaborative effort to offer an engineering number 2850 to 90 qualification at level 3 will open up opportunities for approximately 200 sixth form students from selected schools across the island. This program seeks to bridge Jamaica's ability to meet its growth demands with physical infrastructure and technological advancement. The initiative will bring about empowerment and employment opportunities for Jamaica's youth. The Ministry of Education and City and Guilds, bringing hope to Jamaica's youth.
But dear man, this is a nice place you have here, man. Swimming pool, tennis court, gym. This must cost you a fortune.
Fortune? No, man. This is what they call a strata. Everybody owns a piece, and we are sharing the ownership of the common area.
Strata? Explain to me how that works.
A strata is an ownership arrangement where each owner owns the inside of his or her own space. Everything else is shared, which include the roof, the pool, the tennis court, the walkways, even the parking areas. But there's usually a maintenance fee for all of that, though.
For more information on strata living, contact the Commission of Strata Corporations.
Time has transformed the simplest or most complicated processes to bytes, clicks, touches, swipes, web-based platforms for all your social, entertainment and financial needs. Efficient and convenient? Oh yes. But how aware are you when using these platforms?
Choose strong passwords. A lot of us reuse our password and we use easy what we call soft passwords. You know, the name of your child, your date of birth. We encourage consumers to choose passwords that are complex, include characters, numbers, and symbols in your password, and no less than 8 characters. The other precaution is to control access to your machine. That includes don't leave your device open on the table. So your smartphone or your computer, lock the screen. Very important because somebody can easily access your data that way. The other precaution is to protect your sensitive data. So identity theft is real. And it's pretty easy for an actor with criminal intent to get your private, to create an identity of you. So they can go on your Facebook page or your LinkedIn or any social media site and grab your information, your name and other information, and create a profile of you in a different scenario. In some cases, they can actually go in other jurisdictions, they can use the social security number and actually apply for bank accounts and other services, financial services. So identity theft is real and it affects us all. So the advice is to try and limit the amount of information you put out there in social media. Social media is important. It keeps you in touch with friends and family you haven't seen for years, and you have a big geographical distance between them. but it also exposes you. So keep your private information offline. In regards to online shopping, utilize the services of a legitimate and well-known and well-established website. Some of these more well-established websites may not necessarily carry the product or the service that you're looking for, but you do have websites out there that they may be running a legitimate organization, but their security precautions that they take in their back-end system is not sufficient. It not necessarily means that you can't shop with them, but or they might not deliver your product, but the level of trust that you have in them might not necessarily be what it should be. But online shopping, there's a service called the Better Business Bureau, which a lot of these websites utilize now. And what they do is the Better Business Bureau will evaluate the website and organization for the level of legitimacy, the care that they take in protecting shoppers' data, and they will give them a rating. Their rating system is also based on the number of complaints that consumers logged with the Better Business Bureau. So so websites that are highly rated by the Better Business Bureau will have a tag on them, BBB. You may have seen that before. So that's a good way of evaluating a particular website if you choose to shop with them. Protect your credit card information, especially online. Don't just plug it in any website. And remember to log out of websites after you finish using them.
In the past, we would simply, go into a bank and we would sign mountains of documents to purchase a house or even a car. Now there are opportunities for you to use digital signatures where you can do these transactions online, which now makes it even more challenging to police, because how do we know that you are the actual individual online that is adding a signature to a particular contract or an agreement? So it is very important for consumers to understand and to have a better education on protecting ourselves in these regards.
Stay woke. At no point should you drop the ball. You are your responsibility as we are yours. Continue to tune into our daily broadcasts. Like, follow, and subscribe to our social media pages and YouTube channel. And be sure to visit our website, jis.gov.jm. Do join us again tomorrow for another informative show. On behalf of the entire JIS team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.